What is up, everybody? I got a different kind of style of video for you today. This is actually a game I played a bit off stream, but I managed to record the second half of it, so it's still some pretty sweet stuff. It's basically Feathered Hunter Shaman utilizing the new unit Scryer. So let me catch you guys up to where we're at in the game. So right now we played a pretty aggressive early game, and we finally found our 2 wizards to upgrade our druids. This is super critical in Feathered because if you cannot find that Razor Claw, you need those wizards to find your upgrades. 3-star druids are so important in Feathered. So right here you can see we already have Taboo Witcher 3-star, Warped Sage 3-star, Whisper Seer 3-star, and we're almost on our way to Shining Hunter 3-star. And if you guys can see there, the Scryer in action there, that's the pole. I forgot what that ability is called, but it basically does pure damage when it's facing against knights. And we'll see a little bit later, it definitely does some work.
Don't touch my trophy, I'm guarding it.
So right now in this state of the game, we just maintain so much health. So we're kind of just waiting to see what we need to build around, like who we're going to see in the finals. Right here you can see second place right now is mages, and traditionally mages pairs very well into Feathered. So right now I'm thinking that's kind of what I need to be building against. That is why we have the Siren. I do want to eventually work Marine into this build just to have a little bit more of an edge against mage. So we're going up against knights here. It does have a Hell Knight 3, and look at Scryer's positioning there, just getting taken out first by the Hell Knight. So we're definitely going to have to make some adjustments there on the positioning. This is my first time using Scryer in a Feathered build, so still learning a few things on the positioning. So yeah, with Scryer getting taken out there early, there's no chance against this Hell Knight 3. Yeah, couldn't even finish off any of the tanky knights here. Alright, still no Marine though. And here's the adjustment we make. We move Scryer to a slightly safer spot. We move Siren up a bit. And right now we have a mana item. I believe we have a pole staff on the Siren. But my goal is to eventually get that on the Scryer, because I want to see just how much damage Scryer can really dish out. Alright, we're going up against assassins here. I believe we see a pretty unique combination here. Look, pay attention to Scryer. Scryer disarmed the 3 assassins at back, letting Siren finish off her CC and letting Windranger charge just a bit more. That was some super sweet like little CC chain there. We got the Scryer disarm, Siren freeze, and then just Windranger just trying to dish off some damage. Yeah, I really like that disarm ability by Scryer. And here we find our Marine. We finally got it.
One of my arrows is worth 1,000 of theirs.
I used to be a painter. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Yeah, the only moves I've seen with Scryer so far are the little pulse lightning she does against knights that does pure damage, and then we saw there the disarm against assassins. Those super awesome to see. And a little bit later we'll see her ability against mages. It's supposed to be like a large AoE mana burn, so it should be really strong. And Skyer's passive, if you guys are unfamiliar with it. One second, we actually get a Mysterial Staff here, enabling us to get a Pole Staff level 2. Now I'm dying to get this item on Scryer just for the ability damage. But as I was saying, Scryer's passive is pretty much whatever unit your opponent casts, whichever unit your opponent has that ults first is gonna get silenced for 3 seconds. So dragons, one of the dragons is getting silenced. That could prevent wall from coming up. It could prevent Dragon Knight from ulting instantly. So it's gonna be some unique interactions here. So we find the Siren, but like I said earlier, we have that mana on Siren right now. So I'm refusing to be quick about combining it. I'm actually gonna wait to see if we can find another Siren so I can delete the Siren on the board, get the mana, put it on Scryer, and then hopefully make the Siren again. At least that was our thinking here. And we go up against Mage, and like I said, even with Marine, just not standing much of a chance. We do not have any like Python wands or Claw wands yet, so it's definitely a rough matchup at this point in time. Alright, we got an Abyssal Guard upgrade. Now I'm still looking a little bit for that Siren. So I want the Siren upgrade. Alright, Shining Assassin, that used to be the 6th unit before Scryer, so I was still considering it. And there, we hit the Siren 2-star. So we delete it on the board, get the Pulse F to the Scryer, and get Siren 2-star in there. I was considering adding Shining Assassin for a second, and then I just decided not to. And you see Kimka here with a 3-star Abyssal Guard. The disarm completely missed the Abbey Crawler. Siren goes off, but it might not be enough to stop this 3-star Abyssal Guard. Yeah, it was not enough. And if you see, look at everyone's health pool right now. It is such a close lobby. Such a close lobby. Everyone's like in the 10s almost. We were lucky that we just stayed so healthy early game. So we get a Strange Egg. Let's see what else we find. No longer need Siren. We're looking for the Shining Archer. We're 1 off pretty much. Oh, we find Shaman. So we're gonna add Shaman buff here. We're gonna switch sides because the Mage was directly in front of us. So we kind of want to avoid some of that burst damage that that really hurt us last time we faced Mage. And with Storm Shaman, we're hoping we get a little stronger against mages. So we see here Shaman buff actually being pretty good here. It pretty much penguined the helicopter, so it never goes off this fight. Storm Shaman ult, Siren ult goes off. And look at Skyer's damage here. Scryer is at the top of the damage with that Pulse Staff level 2. The goal that I was trying to see in this build is, can Scryer carry, you know? We didn't really have a carry at this point in time, and I want to see if Scryer could be that carry that Feathered could use. Alright, we hit some more unicorns. We hit a Tsunami. I do like Tsunami over Abyssal Guard just for the CC, so let's see what else we hit. Oh, and we hit the 2-star Scryer, so instantly delete Abyssal Guard, get the Scryer, egg the Scryer. That is my first time making 2-star Scryer. Add Tsunami in, and then I try to reposition there. I kind of messed up on the taboo, but it's okay. We got the 2-star Scryer, get the double lightning down, instant 3000 damage. Didn't do much to that Hell Knight. I'm not sure if it's like a bug in the Night Shields that actually prevented some pure damage, or if Hell Knight is just that tanky. But if you look back at the clip, we one-shot the Evil Knight instantly with Scryer. And Scryer didn't get to do much there against the DK, but still doing 6,600 damage, so at the top of our deeps for now. Alright, so now we're down to a top 3 situation. Just gonna get some items here. We're gonna put a Frantic on Taboo Witcher. We could have had a Shadow Edge looking back at it, but it's okay. And I'm thinking we're gonna put a Python wand on Taboo Witcher, but since it is creep round, let's just see what items we get first, and then we'll decide to give them all out. And I decided to give a little bit of more damage to Scryer, just to see if it can do more damage. Her abilities are so cool. It's like a little tornado, picking all the creeps up. Alright, if you guys saw, we did have a Jade Pipe, and we are worried about Mage right now, so I think we will be picking that one up. Yeah, we're gonna choose the Jade Pipe just because we already have the Python in the other shop. So we'll go ahead and make this Jade Pipe on our Warpwood Sage. We want our big tanky tank to pretty much stay alive against these mages. And then we're gonna Python wand our Taboo Witcher just because it's carrying most of our items here. Our 2 carries for this build was Taboo Witcher and Scryer 2-star. So we're going up against Knights here, but we're on the bad side. If you see, DK splash is actually affecting the majority of our team. Against Dragon Knight, you want to be positioned across from them, as in like the opposite corner instead of directly in front of the Dragon Knight, just because that splash is going to get you. But still, look, Scryer doing 7,000 damage. Alright, finally get a Wind Ranger upgrade. Yeah, so far in this game, this was actually so much fun to play. I did play this a bit off stream, that's why I am having to commentate over it. But man, while I was playing it, my heart was just like pounding. I was having so much fun playing Scryer 2-star. I haven't had the thrill of like playing a new unit in a while, and man, especially 2-star, especially like with a new constant build like Feathered Shaman, I was having a blast. And we see there, I added a little bit of more skill damage to Scryer, and that's the ability she has against Mage. It's like a giant electro, like you guys saw it there, it's like a giant electricity wave. It's supposed to like take away their mana for a little bit. But honestly, I think it could do a little bit more damage. I feel like it should mana burn and maybe apply a bit more magical damage. But maybe it might be too broken at that point. Alright, we just faced the mage, so now back to the knights. Like I said, we do not want to be in front of that DK, so I'm going to reposition here. We gotta make sure our Siren does cast though. So I kind of want to keep this Whisper Seer. So our two tanks right here is Warpwood Sage and Whisper Seer pretty much, just because they can absorb the most damage with their feathered and their just base health. So I want to keep them in front of this Hell Knight. So I did put Whisper Seer in front of the Knights. And we put Siren in the back just to help her go off. She doesn't have mana, so she needs a little bit of time to cast. And then one-shotting the Hell Knight there. Yeah, even with Scryer doing nearly 10k damage, still was not enough to take down these 3-star Knights. Here I'm thinking, man, is Scryer worth it? Should I be dropping it for Shining Assassin? But we were too deep in. So here we see Mages finally adds wall. Originally we were spreading out for Mage, but now we gotta try a different tactic. I'm gonna try to make the Mage jump their own wall and get them out of position here. So how you do that is just kind of really hard clump on the opposite side. And I do decide to last minute level and just throw in the new Cave Clan synergy just to give all my units an extra 100 health. So we do make the Mages jump there. Our Scryer goes off, but unfortunately if you see, our Scryer is not going to cast anymore. It's just going to get human silence. It's a little too close to their Mages. Does get 2 casts off there, but like I said, not doing that much damage against Mage. And this Mage player actually played it really well. He does have a Devastator 2-star, so my Marine that's doing magic resistance, not doing too much to save me from that Devastator 2. So now we know we're playing Knights again. Actually, it is creep round, so after creep round we'll be playing Knights. Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of Knights in general on ranked. A lot of Dragon Knights. And I actually like the damage Scryer can do against Knights. The more pure damage you can get on your team, the better, so. Alright, so we got 2 pretty sweet items. We got a Ghost Blade that makes a full claw wand for our Taboo Witcher, and we get this Voodoo Stab for more skill damage for our Scryer 2-star. So I think now our Scryer, let's pay attention to just how much damage it's doing. We hit a 2-star Swordsman, but we also hit a Dark Spirit, so not sure that extra 100 health from Cave Clan is going to be doing too much. I'd rather just have a Dark Spirit in there. So we throw Dark Spirit in there. We find the Storm Shaman, gotta lock that one. And I did want to reposition Dark Spirit a bit to the front, but we kind of missed the timing there. Hopefully Dark Spirit can still go off in the fight. Scryer goes off, instant 5,000 damage. And Storm Shaman goes off, Dark Spirit goes off. Can we finish the fight? Yep, Scryer nearing 10k damage there. And Taboo cleaning up against the mages here. So we're hoping we can make a comeback here. It's super close. The mage does have a lot of health. Alright, so now back to the mages. We're gonna try to get them out of position again here. Let's see if we can make the mages jump one more time. But in all honesty, I figured out a little bit later that maybe we should be positioning inside the wall. Just because we have that Taboo Witcher, we can maybe just be mana burning the Devastator so it never goes off. But I didn't quite figure that out at this point in the game yet. Alright, but Taboo Witcher still popping off there. Getting those mages out of position really helped. And us taking down the knights as well. So we're looking good. This is going to be a comeback. Let's roll down. See, we finally find the Shining Archer. We find Tsunami. I'll take any upgrades. You want to just keep upgrading your team the later and later it goes. So now back to Dragon Knight. No need to clump up as much. But kind of thinking about it, since we won anyways and it was a better positioning against Mage, maybe we should have just stayed in the exact same positioning. And I see Hell Knight kind of positioning on the right against my Siren, so I moved the Whisper Seer right in front of that Hell Knight. He was looking to just burst Siren before it went off, so luckily I did make that adjustment in time. So Dark Spirit goes off, Siren goes off, Storm Shaman goes off, all our abilities do go off this match. And Scryer carrying us to victory with 9k damage. And with the knights going down does make a super good item for us. We get Axe of Fury on Taboo. So now our Taboo is kind of a true carry now. Has some really nice items. So we're in the 1v1 versus mages. Can we get there? Can we make this comeback? Man, still no Shining Archer, so I'm gonna try to reposition to make the mages jump one more time. It worked well last time, let's see if it can work well again. And our opponent added a Rogard in there. So we make mages jump one more time, but then again, Scryer is just in a really weird position here. Let's check up on his board. And it was super close, but not quite enough. He also has a Scryer 2-star with a Pulse Theft level 2 on it. So it may have been more effective if we were the only one with a Scryer 2-star, but he also had a Scryer 2-star. Yeah, he had Devastator 2, Scryer 2. Our opponent was very, very upgraded. So it's just position for Glacial here. Get Dark Spirit up in the front. Hopefully it can cast a little faster. I'm just checking out the items there. Alright, we're hoping we get some really good items here. Anything game changing that could really sway the game to our favor, and we can make this 4 HP comeback. And what do we get? Just a broken sword, but we do get a Dragon Blood Axe to make heart. So you do want just sustain, you want more magic resistant, a little bit more lifesteal, so not too bad of an item to make against mages. And we just put that damage right on our Taboo since it is carrying most of our items. So now I'm going to play it inside the wall. I want to make the Taboo target that Devastator too, so it just never goes off. So now let's see if we can play it inside the wall. We do find the Shining Archer and we just get it in there last minute. Alright, Taboo's on Devastator here and prevented the wall from going off. The wall got penguined. Our Dark Spirit goes off as well. Taboo's not going down, and it's a great fight for us. I'm super hyped at this point in the game. Alright, we're chunking him down little by little. See a unicorn, pick it up. Alright, upgrade the unicorn, sell it. What can we find? Oh, Dark Spirit, and we're one off from Dark Spirit. One off from Dark Spirit, so we're gonna have to lock it here just in case we lose. Now our opponent does find the Frostblaze 2-star as well. I do make the adjustment to move Tsunami in the front, just trying to see if we can get that CC to go off at the beginning of the fight. So our opponent does move the Devastator to the back, doesn't want to get in Taboo Witchered. Tsunami did not cast on our side of the board, Siren does cast, Dark Spirit does cast. And our team just slowly walking him down, but not so good on his board. He did hit Rogar too, so man, Rogar 2, Scryer 2, just Devastator 2, Frostblaze 2. Our opponent just has every legendary 2-star. Not every, but he has a lot. He has like 4. Our opponent finally gets Dark Spirit 2, deletes it for Scryer 2, puts all the mana on it, and now I realize we can't play inside the wall anymore with Dark Spirit. So this could be bad. I put the Storm Shaman in the front, hoping it can just go off without getting silenced. That was probably our only hope since Dark Spirit's in now. But unfortunately, Storm Shaman did not cast. It did get human silence. But oh, it was so close, going down to 1 there, but we won on his board, so I think Storm Shaman did cast on his board. He actually took a lot of damage. He took 7 damage from us. So now I know Dark Spirit's in there. I like playing it inside the wall without the Dark Spirit, but now that there's a Dark Spirit, I really want to see if we can bait the jump. I think that's the way to do it. So I'll go ahead and start repositioning here. I do delete the 2 feathered because I did think 4 marine would get us there. We're still repositioning and I missed. You saw I missed the Dark Spirit, costing us that 1 second of moving the Scryer. I went to move the Dark Spirit, missed, and then not letting us move the Scryer. Completely out positioning, getting destroyed. What a throw. I threw the last. I wanted to make the craziest comeback, but hey man, I missed the Dark Spirit, but regardless, it was such a fun game. Some of the most fun auto chests I've played in a very long time. So Scryer 2, I was actually, I really liked it. I think it's pretty strong as long as you have the right items on it. And I think this could actually be a pretty good meta build. I'm gonna keep experimenting with it, and let me know if you guys try it out too. For now, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you try the build out in the comments or something else with Scryer. Just anything you guys been experimenting with. Alright, see you guys next time. Peace out.